Welcome to UNP Learning Platform. In this session of Microsoft Excel, we are going to learn formatting in Excel one by one. We will first look at formatting of font, next comes the alignment, and finally the formatting of number. Under the Home tab in the ribbon, we have an option called Font with multiple sub options such as bold, italic, underline, etc. So I have already written all of the options here. We will look at each of them one by one. Let's start with bold. If I want the text to be bold, I'll click on this option. In case if the mouse is unavailable, you can use the shortcut key as Ctrl B. Since the text is already in bold, now if I click Ctrl B, it became normal. Again I'll click Ctrl B, the text is in bold. The second option is italic. If I want the text to be in italic style, I'll click on this symbol I, which gives the text in italic format. Else, we can use the shortcut key as Ctrl I. Text is changed to italic style. Third option is underline. If I want the text to be underlined, I'll click on this option. See, the text is underlined. Else, we can use the shortcut key as Ctrl U to make the text underlined. The fourth option is border. If I want the border to be applied for this particular cell, I'll click on this. We have drop down available here with multiple borders. For example, if I click on the drop down and I want thick outside borders to be applied, click on it. We can see here the border is applied for this particular cell. The fifth option is background. If I want the background color for this particular cell, I click on this option which gives us the background color. We have multiple colors available. I'll choose yellow color. The sixth option is font color. If I want the font color for this text, I'll click on this option, that is capital A with default color as red. If I click on this, the font color is changed to red. Here also we have the drop down with multiple colors. We can choose any of the color. Let's move on to the next option that is available, that is font style. If I want a different font style to be applied for my text, I'll click on this drop down which provides us multiple font styles. For now, I'll choose Arial Black. And next, let's move on to the next option, that is I wrote font style 1, 2, 3 here is because I want the size of the font to be changed. For this, I can choose the font size from here. We have multiple font sizes. For now, I'll choose 18. This is one method of choosing the font size. If not, if we wanted to increase the font size, we can click on this option. And if we want to decrease the font size, we can click on this option. Let's move on to the next topic, that is alignment. Here I have written something like text. Now I want to merge multiple cells into one cell. For this, I will click on the option called merge and center. See, here all the cells are merged into one and the text is center aligned. Now, if I want to change the position of the text vertically to upwards, I'll click on this option. Now, if I want it to be at the center, I'll click on the second option. If I want it to be at the bottom, I'll click on third option. So it goes like this: top, center, bottom, top, center, and bottom. In the same way, if I want to change the position of the text horizontally to left, I'll click on this option. If I want to change the position of the text to the center, I'll click on this option. And if I want the text to be to the right side, I'll click on this option. It goes like this: left, center, right, left, center, right. If you want to change the direction of the text to be in different way, now it is again center aligned. Now if I want the text or the orientation to be changed, for this we have an option here. called orientation. If I click on any of this, the letters in this particular word are changed. You can choose any other option. The letters will be changed in different direction as we choose here. Now, in case if we have extra spaces between the words or limited spaces than required, we can adjust it by clicking on this option, indent. For example, the text is here right now, and if I want the indentation to be increased, I'll click on this option. If I want the indentation, that is the space, to be decreased, I will click on this option. To increase, this option, and to decrease, this option. In some cases, we might have lengthy text. Let me type a lengthy text here. Today is a holiday. If we can see here, the text is so long that it is going out of the cell. So I want this to fit in this particular cell only. For this, I will click on the cell and click on the option wrap text so that the height of the cell increased but the width remains same, and this is exactly inside this cell. So if we click on the wrap text option, the height of the cell might increase but the width might remain. Finally, let's move on to the last topic, that is number. Here I have already written few numbers. Now I will show you how to go to the number tab option. For this, click on the dead symbol here. Here you can see a small symbol with an arrow which is called dead icon. So if you click on this option, a dialog box appears. This dialog box is known as Format Cells dialog box. Here we have multiple options like general, number, currency, etc. Now we are working on number option. For example, if we wanted to have particular number of decimal digits after the decimal point, we can choose it here. If I click on number, you can see an option called decimal places. By default, it is showing as 2. We can increase or decrease. I'll increase it to 5, which means after the decimal point, it will give 5 decimal places. I'll click on OK. First, here I had the numbers 100, 200, 300. But after I increased the decimal places to 5, I can see 5 zeros after the decimal point. In this way, you can increase or decrease the decimal places after the decimal point using the number option from the format cells dialog box. First, now we open the dialog box by clicking on the dead icon here. You also have other option. If we click on Control 1, shortcut keys, click on Control 1, and also the same dialog box appears. And the third method to open the dialog box is, I selected these three cells, right click on this. And after right clicking on this, you have the option called Format Cells. Click on Format Cells. Again, the same dialog box is opened. Now we have something known as dates. Here I have already written three dates. These are in the form of DD, MM, YYYY, that is date, month, and year. If I want to change the format of this date, select the cells. So I've selected. Now I'll click on Control 1 so that Format Cells dialog box open. Now we should click on Date and we can select any of the format we want. So I'll click the second one. OK. The date format is changed to date, month, and year, but the month is given as a text, not as a number. Now, if we want to change the currency, for example, here I've mentioned rupees 10. Now, if I want to change the currency of this particular 10 to some other currency, again click on Control 1, dialog box appears. You already have cursor on currency. Now, I wanted to change the symbol to some dollar, United States dollar. If I click on OK, the rupee symbol is changed to dollar symbol. This is all about today's lecture. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.